A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champion, the Rice Owls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Owls will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the back over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Soft spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Barco. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Gonna look downfield again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, pump.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown out. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Find space on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be...
Oh, he's got some space. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
The Huskies will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Under fire. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They're facing a 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires into traffic, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. A strike downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Anderson will throw. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Rice! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
That's a first down for the offense.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Anderson wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, like, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like, give it up, get north-south, throw the football away. You can't just run out of bounds and take that big loss. I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Holds it in on the left. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking for space. It's Sprague. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Owls headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Owls!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
3rd down coming.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Anderson will throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Running back searching for a hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Trevino. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Snagged out of the air. Wide open on the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Touchdown, Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
To the air on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the ground, it's Green. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Complete to the left. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now 2nd and goal.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Anderson will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly.
Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Anderson wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Go straight ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The give to the back. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat.